Good morning. I come to you once again with an impromptu car live stream. Happy Thursday. We are approaching Friday. How exciting. Sorry, I'm a little stuffy in here. I'm in the parking lot of Starbucks, guys. I'm like ready to just go in there, even though I've had caffeine already. Hi, everybody. Please say hi in the comments. Let me know who's in here with me. I can't see. Hi, Veronica. I see Veronica's in here. I see numbers at the top. I don't see names. So please say hi. I love a social live stream versus like just me talking. But I have something funny I want to share with you guys today. I was watching a video last night about not giving a F, and it was like so enlightening. So I kind of want to share with you how I'm adding what I learned last night into my morning routine, and I'm hoping that it can help you guys. No, I know it will help you guys. So if you want to grab like a little pen and paper, you could just write down what you kind of might want to start practicing in the morning that it's helped me. Again, this was not just like self-taught. I read a lot about self-development and money manifestation. I'm like a geek with that stuff. So I kind of just took what I felt stuck for me and I started implementing it. It has made a difference in my perspective, in my bank account, and in my allocation of fucks, which we are going to talk about right now. So, good morning. Hello. If this is your first time watching me, my name is Nadia Khalil. I'm known as Coach Nadia K in the online streets. And I'm founder of CoachNadiaK.com, and I'm a business coach. So, this is the thing. For so long, I would beat myself up because, like I told you guys, like I'm a self-development junkie. So everywhere I would read that the most successful people wake up at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Hey, James. So I would read that the most successful people would wake up at 5 a.m. When I tell you that I've tried to be one of those people and I am just not winning when it comes to that. Have you guys ever tried that? Have you ever tried to like tell yourself, oh, I'm going to start waking up at 5 a.m. and I'm going to do yoga and I'm going to meditate and I'm going to just be this amazeballs person and I'm going to be like a multimillionaire because of this new habit. Have you guys ever done that? Share with me in the comments because I definitely have. So I would even listen to Tony Robbins, who would tell me how he would wake up at 5. Not tell me. I'm making it seem like he talks just to me. Yeah, like me and Tony Robbins have phone conversations. Like he's like on my favorites on my call list. No, but I was watching a video where he talks about his morning routine and how he wakes up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. He meditates. He jumps into like freezing cold water just so he could bring his body to a new level of energy. And I was just like, this too much. So my kids still wake up in the middle of every single night. And it's not both of them. I think they like secretly have a meeting where they organize a schedule because they take turns doing this to me. So it's really difficult when 5 a.m. I'm not making excuses either. Like this is just how I feel. It's really difficult when the 5 a.m. alarm hits and you need a reason or enough work to get up at that time. Right? So I still have a morning routine, which I'm going to share with you. Just bear with me so I can tell my story first. Okay, so they take turns waking me up in the middle of the night. 5 a.m. comes, I'm like, nope, turn it off. And I usually wake up around 6:30, sometimes 6:45, just because I have to get them ready for school and everything else. Otherwise, I'd probably sleep until about 9 a.m. Just being honest. Okay, so that's usually the time that I wake up. Sometimes I wake up at 7. Rebel. But the truth is, I don't like waking up early, okay? So anyways, I've been implementing this new routine for when I wake up every morning, and I'm just going to share what I do. It might work for you. It might not. Whatever. We're still cool. So I always had this morning routine for like the last year or so where when I wake up, the first thing I do is I pray, just giving thanks for everything that I have. So I can wake up into a sense of gratitude. I am specific in what I'm thankful for. So I will say thank you for my daughter, who is just so hilarious because she makes me laugh every day. Thank you for my son, who has taught me that I have an impressive amount of patience and creativity when dealing with tantrums. Thank you for the food in the refrigerator, which is so delicious because then I start thinking about what I'm going to make that day. So I'm really specific in my gratitude prayer, right? It's really just, for me, not enough to just say thank you. Once you get into the specifics of what you're thankful for, you start to attach more emotion to what you are expressing gratitude over. So I like to be super intentional about what I say thank you for, versus just being like, thank you. Think about it, guys. When somebody says thank you to you, isn't it so much more thoughtful when, hey, Rachel, when they say, thank you for what you sent me the other day. It was really thoughtful, and it made me feel like you really just took the time out to care about me. Doesn't that mean more to you than somebody just saying thank you? Like, it just doesn't feel like there's much emotion attached to it. It doesn't feel as genuine. So when I express gratitude in the morning and I pray to God and I say thank you for all of the blessings, I like to name what those blessings are and switch it up every day, so I'm reminded that this is a never-ending outpour of blessings in my life. So that's the first thing that I do, is I just say thank you in specifics with emotion attached to it. And after that, like, my kids are usually running around. It's not like they let me, have a long prayer, because they're usually up. And I'm trying to get them to do the same, but they're just looking at me like, Mom, I'm hungry. Like, just get up. So anyways, the next thing that I do is I write down my goals. I know this sounds cheesy. I don't care, because I'm going to tell you why in a second, and how the video that I watched last night ties into this, and I'll be adding what I learned last night into this routine. So I write down my goals. I have a certain amount of money I want to make each month, right? So I just write that down every day, and I break it down. So I'll write down this much K a month. I don't like to share numbers. I'm not one of those people. I don't know. I don't like it when other people do it. I'm not one of those. So, and this helps me meet my goals, right? So I'll write this much K a month, which means this much a week, which means this much a day. And I write that down every single day. And then there's also another 2 goals that I have that are like really close to my heart, and I write them down every day and by when I want to achieve them. And I just look at that. Okay, so I write it down every day. It doesn't matter where. Sometimes I write it in my journal. Sometimes I write it in my planner. Sometimes I write it in my brain dump notebook, which you guys know I'm big on. I've live streamed about that so many times. Does anybody do this, by the way? Can you guys share with me if you're like a big goal writer? And I'm going to share with you, I know it's cheesy, but why I do it. I'm getting there. Why I do it. It's not just busy work, and how it's helped me. So if you do, let me know. If you do it once a week, let me know. Hey, Oscar, if you're doing it once a month, let me know. If you do this gratitude prayer I talked about, let me know in the comments. Share with me if this is even something you're considering trying, okay? All right, so last night I watched a video about, it was a TED Talk, and it was about not giving a fuck. So I apologize in advance if I offend anybody. I sent out an email like 2 weeks ago, and I dropped the F-bomb like maybe 20 times. I lost like over 150 subscribers, but it's cool, because I really just want to get my message across, and I'm from New Jersey, and I can't help that I drop the F-bomb a lot. I just honestly feel like I'm a lot less stressed because I do drop the F-bomb. So anyways, I was watching this video about not giving fucks, basically, okay? And I'm definitely adding this into my routine. I'm gonna explain how. So this lady, I wish I remember her name, don't remember. It was a TED Talk. Maybe you guys have seen it. If you know her name, drop it in the comments. And she was just saying that we're each allocated this fuck budget, right? Now, when you give a fuck about something, you waste time, energy, and money. Oscar. So when you give a fuck about something, you waste time, energy, and money on it. Okay? Right? So, when you give a fuck about something, you are allocating your fuck bucks to something. And too often, we are allocating our fuck bucks to shit we honestly don't give a fuck about. Wow. I know, it's simple, right? Because we know this, but like, when you really think about it, mind blown, right? So, what she's saying is basically, what we need to do here is do the brain dump. Like I always tell you guys, right? I do my brain dump, where basically I do this like brain barf onto paper, where I write down everything that's just on my mind. What I'm going to start doing now is allocating fucks only to the things that I care about spending my time, my energy, and my money on. Now, for most of us, this involves saying no to the things you don't want to spend your fuck bucks on. Is this making sense? Give me a 1 in the comments if so far this is making sense. Now, having to say no often comes with a lot of guilt, right? It does. It does. But you don't have to feel guilty, because this is your fuck budget and you decide how to use it. And somebody else's fuck budget has nothing to do with your fuck budget. So you can't be worried about what other people might be upset over. If you don't want to do something, if you don't want to attend, I don't know, a baby shower, or if you don't want to attend a coworker, like this lady was saying, a coworker's going away party, or there's just something you don't want to do. One, don't be an a-hole and say you're going to do it and then not do it. That makes you an a-hole. But if you simply say, no, thank you, that's not something I'm interested in. Thank you so much for thinking of me, but I really don't want to. There's nothing wrong with that, because you only have a certain amount of fuck bucks. And if you give them all away, you're going to be broke. And you're going to be stressed the hell out. So now what I'm adding into my morning routine is I like to do this whole little brain dump in the morning, just because it allows me to go into my day with a sense of white space, some clarity, less stress. And not only am I going to continue doing this, now I'm going to put an F and a $sign next to the things that actually matter. Because I'm one of those people where I would get stuck in that spinning wheel. Oscar. You don't have to be that mean, Oscar. But here's the thing. I'm going to start allocating my F dollars to the things I actually care about, because I was one of those people that was a yes, ma'am person, because I have a big heart. That's just how I am. If you guys know me, you know that about me. And I have a really difficult time saying no to doing things for people and helping people and giving of myself in that way. And what was happening is I was allocating to my fuck bucks to everyone but me. And that would stress me out. That would make me feel down on myself. That wouldn't allow me to show up for myself powerfully. And I was kind of just putting myself in the back burner. And my fuck buck account was negative. It was negative. Are you guys, any of you, give me a 1 in the comments if you've struggled with saying no to people for things, especially my family. Because it would make me feel like I was being selfish, or like I wasn't really taking into account the importance of everybody else. So what I'm telling you is this morning routine is so important, and the days that I don't do it, it's harder for me to be more committed to what I should spend my fuck bucks on, what I should be grateful for, and where I'm going in my life and what my goals are. So let's just recap a little bit, right? Let's recap a little bit. So my morning practice, and again, hey Kia, I didn't even know you were in here, honey. Okay, so let's just recap a little bit, because I was kind of all over the place, which is like a common. So let's recap a little bit, and I'm gonna share with you what I do every morning. And if you want to do it, go ahead. If you already do it, tell me, awesome. If you're gonna do it, tell me, awesome. If you're like, this is a bunch of stuff I don't want to allocate my fuck bucks to, just say that. I don't care. Like, I do care, but you know, it doesn't affect me. So I wake up, I say thank you. Specifically, I say thank you, God, for all the blessings, but I name what those blessings are. They're different every day, and I attach emotion to that gratitude versus just saying a blatant thank you that means nothing. The second thing I do is I write down my goals. Oh, thank you. You're awesome too, my love. I write down what my goals are. This way, it's a daily reminder of what I'm working towards and what I need to say yes to, what I need to say no to. And I'm specific with the goals. I attach a number, I attach a time frame, I attach what it would feel like to have them, okay? And then I write down my brain dump. Just get it all out on paper so I can go into my day with that sense of clarity. And now, the new addition to this routine is writing down what I'm allocating fuck bucks to. What I do give a fuck about, and what I don't give a fuck about. You can, she was saying in the video last night, take out a big black Sharpie, put a line through that mofo, and it's gonna feel so good because it's not something you give a fuck about. All right, so now we go into our day thinking about our goals, having a sense of gratitude, having a sense of white space, and remembering what we give a fuck about. Imagine if you walked into every day like that. How do you guys think you would feel? Honestly, think about it. That's how it's helped me. So I already mentioned it's helped me because it's allowed me to stay focused. It's allowed me to say no confidently without feeling bad about it. And it's allowed me to remember why I'm doing what I'm doing in a space of positivity. You see? I'm not gonna lie. Coffee helps too. Coffee helps a lot. A lot of this is coffee. Oh, no problem, Francis. How are you, love? Questions, comments, concerns. You guys want to see where I write, so you don't think I'm lying? You guys think I'm crazy, probably, because I always talk about this stuff. I want to show you something. So, I have this, and at the bottom it says Mindset Journal. I have this. It says Brain Dump To Do. I have my planner, so I can, like, schedule it and all that other stuff. I have so many notebooks. This is, like, when I do my coaching calls. If there's, like, some new ideas. So my ideas go in my Brain Dump Journal, but then I map it out in here, and then I have a section for coaching calls. Okay, so things are organized. And my journal, my actual journal, is at home, if this wasn't enough. As you can see, I need to get onto the path of saving more trees. Oh, awesome. Yes. Great. Yes, definitely improve on writing your daily goals, because this is the thing. We can have a goal, and if it's just swimming around in our mind, we're not really showing ourselves or the universe that we're serious about achieving it. Whereas if you're writing it every day, one, it's a reminder. Two, you're showing that you're serious about it. This is seriously something you're committed to, especially if you're writing it down every day. And when you do things, for example, right, I had sales come in yesterday, and the first thing I thought about was yes. As soon as those sales came in yesterday, the first thing I thought about was yes, and like I could subtract that from my monthly money goal. Versus where if those sales came in, there'd be like really not much tracking in place. It wouldn't feel like I'm accomplishing something. I wouldn't have that sense of self-efficacy, because it would kind of just mean, you know, sales coming in, but I already know that it's tied into my monthly income goal. I know how much left I have to work towards, and it's also a sense of just direction, right? So do this for yourself, right? And one thing I like to do when I write down, another little tip, I write down my monthly income goals, and as the money comes in, it doesn't matter from where. It could be like, I don't know, I got a refund from something, and then I got sales, and then, I don't know, like the other day, because I'm going to be moving soon, I sold this huge humidifier I have, which I've like never used, and so I just put it on Facebook, and I got like $100 for it, and I subtracted that. So as the money comes in, I start subtracting it from my monthly income goal. So now I know that that it's like happening, and this is what I have to work towards. Does that make sense? You guys got to get serious about your money goals. Got to get serious about them. They ain't going to happen on their own, and they ain't going to happen swimming around in your head. Just saying. All right? So that was my snippet for today. I have not live streamed on this page in a while, because I like to do a lot of promos and offers at the end of my live stream, because this is how I make a living, and I'm not really allowed to do that on my personal Facebook page. So today is just me sharing with you what I give a fuck about, what I allocate my fucks to, and what my morning ritual is. So I hope you enjoyed it, and share it out if you found it helpful. I hope you guys have a wonderful, productive, stress